Morning everyone, I'm back. We are officially on our way in for our first day after our little isolation period. I hope you are well, hope you are good. It is Wednesday. Jody did apparently pop down yesterday to come and see me, but obviously I wasn't there. So I don't know whether that means he's going to try and come in today. We shall see. But I think it's the same flyer anyway, so we're not going to have anything special to see unless he's brought and managed to get hold of some of the tools we're waiting on. I feel so-so, obviously, like you're getting over something. My chest still feels tight, still feel like I've got a cough. So obviously going to have to go steady today, not to over-exert myself. We did yesterday go and look at a cube for wifey. She has decided that she does want one. Oh, she's going to stop and collect rubbish, so I'm going to go the other way. Yeah, she has decided that she really wants a cube now. After having mine for a few times, driving it, likes the automatic, likes the ease of parking it because it is a box. She wants a cube. So we did go and look at one yesterday, but it was probably worth a good £2 less than the guy was asking. It had a big steering rack leak. The fan didn't cut in the engine for cooling. The internal blower was only on hot all the time. And the top of the head had a big oil leak. So to be fair, it was priced at £3 and I basically said to him that if I was going to entertain any kind of price or offer for that thing, you were looking at, you know, 1800 quid max, because it was just a mess. Which he kind of laughed at, which I thought was hysterical, because obviously he thought I was trying to take the piss. And in actual fact, you know, I got this puppy for a good price, so I know what they're like. The middle market of cars seems to be around about £4 to £5, and obviously upwards if you've got something special or rare or different. But his car was not a £3 car. It was a tatty old import. It didn't have mega mileage on it, although the MOT centre he took it to kind of ballsed it up, and it had 130,000 kilometres. Obviously 100k is 60,000 miles, so you know, it's around about 80 something thousand. But they put down on the mileage, instead of putting it in kilometres, which the previous MOTs had, the dickhead put it down as miles. So in 1 year the car had suddenly done like nearly 50,000, 60,000 miles, which if you ever change it, it then goes back into the whole HPI check. It will bring up mileage tampering and discretion to say that it's not, you know, conducive with normal mileage, and all that doesn't add up. So it just, and it was tatty, it was horrible, it wasn't a nice car, it needed a lot of work doing to it, and he wanted sensible money for it, as in for a good one, and it was just well overpriced. So we blew that one into touch when I offered him something he wasn't keen. But to be fair, that's all right. We'll hold out for the right one for wifey. She'll get a good one. Today I've got a couple of things in. We've already got a Merc dropped off. A Vito. I've got to do a fascia kit. I think he's having a Pioneer stereo and a reverse camera with all the, you know, fascia kit and leads and everything. And then I've also got a VW coming in. So we did the system on it a little while back, and he's got some issue with phone calls not working, and the fader we've got to sort out as well, something not quite right with that. So we'll have a look into that, get it right. So two fairly normal, straightforward jobs today, which will be nice slow start, because I'm not feeling like making myself ill, just for the sake of getting loads and loads of work done. And I'm pretty sure my phone is going to be absolutely blowing up today, because people have not been able to get hold of me, and today's like the first proper day back. So that's going to be fun as well. But winter is here. Clocks go back this weekend. It's dark in the morning, it's dark in the evenings. I'm excited for Halloween coming up, and then fireworks night, and then pretty much on from that, that's kind of like the big green light for Christmas decorations as far as I'm concerned. That's right, Bus. So we will get the shop decks out, we're going to get some stuff done. Yeah, just have a general long, nice seasonal time, which I'm dead looking forward to. Because I like winter, I like snow, I like cold. But we need to get some breakfast. I do need some kind of what we're going to have today. Is it going to be a bacon? Is it going to be croissant? I don't know. We definitely need a coffee. But other than that, I will see you all when I get to work, and we will crack on with some more vlogging. Red Light Grand Prix. Toast him. See you in a bit.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Found a new game. Obviously I use that sandwich shop a lot, and the guys have been missing me. They didn't know where I was, and every time I go in there since the pandemic, you always end up with some bell end sat in your pocket, like too close to you. And I'm a big fan of personal space, so walking in there this morning with a whole host of people crowded round me, and Chris says to me, the guy behind the till, says, "How are you, mate?" And I'm like, "Yeah, getting better. You know, having COVID is, you know, it's not the nicest thing." The spread was hysterical. The amount of people that suddenly moved away from me. Oh, the joys of living like a leper. Didn't need to say anything other than that C word. Not, but you know. Mentioned to him that I had COVID, and the crowd parted away from me. It was brilliant. Oh, the best thing ever. That's a new game everywhere I go now. See you in a bit. Right then everyone, let the fun and games begin. All the batteries are dead. They've been off for over 10 days. So just trying to sort out all the vehicles. But we've got our first one in, Mercedes Vito. It's got some standard OE head unit, which we're going to change, get rid of that one. And we've got a reverse camera to put on this one as well. So he's going to have a CarPlay unit, fascia kit, reverse camera is going to go up there with a cable run through down the headliner down to the front. So I'm going to crack on with this one first off, and I'll come back to you in a bit once we've got stuff underway, and then we've got another T5 coming in a bit. See you soon. Right then everyone, we are cracking on.
China.
Got the camera through. This is nice, isn't it? The drape effect of the tailgate. Very lovely. It's like walking through a Garden of Eden. Camera's through, so we got the camera fitted in the tailgate, and obviously we've run all the lead through the trim here. You saw me struggling with this bit. It's always a pickle trying to get everything through there. Comes through the grommet, and then it's tucked out here. So we've got our camera live, camera earth, and then the signal cable, which we've now got to get to the front of the vehicle where the head unit is going to go. So we'll get the we'll get the headliner down, run our cable across down to the head unit, and then all the other bits and bobs that are going to go in. But I will crack on and get this put back together so we don't have to look at it anymore. See you in a mo.
A few inches later.
Right then everyone, that was a mission. We got it done in the end though. Just turn that down. So we've got our steering controls working. Obviously radio is in. We've got our backup camera working. So if we start this one up, and then if I go reverse, there's our camera. Fish kit's all done, microphone's up here in the centre, dab aerial, obviously the camera comes through and forward, and we've got our 2 USBs in the glovey. Nice and straightforward. I've also rebuilt all the air vents and stuff because they were all collapsed, so I've put them all back together. They don't sit, something's been snapped in here and the whole thing is backwards, but where they'd kind of tried to bash it down, it had separated all these air vents, so I've pieced them back together and they're all in one piece, but they're not the healthiest. But yes, it's working for now. Reverse is good, radio is good, job done. Right, my 9 o'clock has just turned up, 11:30, bang on time. See you in a bit. Right then everyone, I'm pretty much done for today. Wednesday's finished. We didn't see Jody, although it could have been a snap on Wednesday, it wasn't. I'm guessing he's still, you know, not sure whether I'm in or not. You know, I can't blame him for that because of the sea. And to be fair, I know I'm not contagious, but obviously the less interaction I have with people, the better. I've had the cube in. I've been trying to fix the dent on the side from the lovely person that opened the door into the side of the cube and put a lovely crease in the panel just there. So I've knocked that out a little bit with a dolly and it's now flatter. It's not as obvious as it was. It's still a mark, but better. And inside, it's locked. Inside, I've been playing with the stereo system and I've put the Solar Barrack in here, the 8. This is the IQ 8, the blue stitched one, to go with the amp for 5 channel. It's a Solar Barrack, it hits lower, it's got a bit more welly. It's a different sound to the ported 10 or the R2D2, him. It's a bit of a different sound, they hit differently. The Solar Barrack in here definitely fills the workshop with more bass, but in the car, I don't know, it certainly drops nice and clear. Oh, fuck it. It certainly drops nice and clear, it sounds good, but we'll give it a testicle and see what it sounds like for a bit. So I've removed all the amp wiring and stuff for the sub, the split chargers all out for the second, so we've got the kicker quad out. I'm just packing up. Oh, shush, shush, shush. I'm just packing up and getting ready to go home because it is my little one's birthday. My eldest little one. Does that make sense? Faith. She's 9 today. I'm freaking out. Anyone that's got kids, you'll understand what I mean, because it's kind of like 9. When did that happen? So we're going to go out, take her for. We're going to go for a cheeky Nando's. And then I'm taking them to the fair. We're going to go and ride some stuff and play some games at the fair. Lotus is being charged. That's having some power done, although that does look like he's full. So we'll switch him off for now. Is he working? Oh no, I've turned him off. Donut. So actually, Let's put that back on because I don't think it was charged. Let's go and have a check. He is charging. I haven't seen these things in 10 days. I haven't moved them. No, he's still low. So we'll let that charge overnight. We've got a front and rear camera delivered, which I've been waiting for a customer. This is the outside thinkware stuff. So you've got an internal dash cam and an external rear. So this one will go in the front windscreen, this one goes in the rear, but this one is fully waterproof. It's IP68 or whatever it is. So that can go on the back door of the van outside and not worry about the rain and stuff like that, because it hasn't got a rear window. So that's pretty cool. And this has just turned up, which is my Lotus parts. I'm dead excited for this for a few reasons. One, it means we can kind of crack on with building the Lotus, because I've been waiting for these bits for a long time. I say 10 days, which was really frustrating because I ordered them my first day of kind of the government telling me that I've got to stay away from people and stay inside, which really pissed me off because I knew they were kind of coming to work. But unlike normal lockdown, I was a good boy and stayed away from people. So let's have a little look what we've got. God, it's a well-packed box. This is, as near as damn it, it's a grand's worth of parts. And it is basically like a full-blown gasket kit for the V8. Let's have a look what we got. They have put the price up of the head gaskets. Ooh, that's cool. So in here we've got guide covers, bearings, exhaust gaskets, inlet gaskets, throttle bodies, sensors, everything, and 2 genuine head gaskets. So we'll have a full-on parts build, stuff to go in the Lotus, so I'm dead excited for that. But for now, I need to get shut up, get myself home, and get ready to take the girls out for some fun. So, thanks for watching. I know we got some comments on the last video referencing COVID and the anti-vax. It was interesting to see people's opinions, but with all due respect, a lot of the videos that I've seen about COVID and things like that, they are biased, you know, and if you have to kind of tear yourself away from what you believe in and listen to the video open-mindedly. And the whole dramatic music and the, you know, they play on it to try and make you think it's worse than it is and all this sort of stuff, and to get you roped into believing, you know, their argument, their side of this, their side of the debate kind of thing. There are pointers, and I get what people are saying. But I certainly don't buy the fact that they're trying to kill people off. And I know everyone's like, yeah, but it's, you know, it's experimental drugs and all this sort of stuff. Not really. They tell you what's in it. One of them is more experimental, as it's completely, you know, new stuff made. But the others are things that we've seen before anyway. And frankly, you know, I'd rather take a chance at being well and living than listening to a TikTok and then regretting it and dying in a hospital bed suffocating. That's basically the crux of it. Whichever way you look at it, you may survive it, you may not. You don't know until it's too late, and unfortunately, that's a gamble I'm not willing to take. Not when I've got kids. So, on that cheery note, that's it for Wednesday. I will see you bright and early for Thursday. I think we've got a sub and an amp going in a car tomorrow, which should be this little Active Stage 8 by JBL. That's going in a car. Well, it's booked. Whether he shows, we shall see. But other than that, the VW got done. Wasn't my fault at all. Customer was moaning and complaining about that we'd done something wrong. And, you know, how do we allow something to happen as... And it wasn't. Somebody had pressed a button on the side of the amp and turned the fader off. The vehicle had some work after us, and the two speaker wires from front left and front right were swapped over. They were round the wrong way. So I didn't get an apology, which pissed me off, if I'm honest, because, you know, it wasn't my problem. But whatever. The guy's fixed. He's gone now. And we did the Mercedes this morning as well. He's picked that up. Clive was real happy, real chuffed. Big difference to what he's used to. So I've got one Pioneer left. That one in there. Got one of those Pioneers left, and I've got two of the JVCs. They're non-DAB. Other than that, we are still looking for units again. So I'll see you soon. I want to find some stereo stuff. Friday we've got a cool job coming in, so stay peeled for that one. But other than that, fellas, it's done for today. I'm going to shut up. I'm waffling. I'll see you soon. Bye.
You told me you had subscribed to ASC Audio and now you've missed an episode.